Hello from San Antonio, this is SIREN Tarot. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Yes or no to any question. This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 6 different options. Option 1, Option 2, Option 3, Option 4, Option 5, and Option 6. As always, timestamps will be provided. Don't overthink it. Just take a deep breath and make your selection. If you chose the first crystal, here is your reading. Using my Peanuts deck. Focus is on Snoopy. Is it yes or no for 1? Ace of Diamonds, Ace of Pentacles, 6 of Spades, 6 of Swords, 5 of Spades, 5 of Swords, 10 of Hearts, 10 of Cups, 8 of Clubs, 8 of Wands, and the Jack of Spades and Knight of Swords. This is a yes. I was thrown off by the 5, but it's a yes. I know the popular way to read the playing cards, yes or no, is to say that mostly black is a no and mostly red is a yes, but I don't read like that. So I'm looking at the numbers, I'm looking at the numerology, I'm looking at how the cards flow, and I'm getting a yes for 1. That's a really strong start. Ace of Pentacles. That's a really strong first row. Ace of Pentacles over the 10 of Cups. That's a really strong middle. 6 is Venus. I'm recording this and uploading this video on Thursday, but I'll be publishing it on Friday. And Friday is ruled or sponsored, as I like to say, by Venus. So 8, that's Capricorn. That's strong to have Venus over Saturn in the middle. And then 5, Mercury, Gemini, Virgo over a signifier that corresponds with the card. So the 2 cards correspond. They're matching. They're from the same suit, the same element, air. So in this context, I see the 5 as a positive. So I feel like for a lot of you who chose 1, your question is related to money, career, finance. Venus is not just love, it's what we value, it's also money. Okay. And I'm reading the middle as double earth. It's complicated, but 6, Venus, I'm seeing Taurus. Even though 6 of Swords, that's air. I'm seeing Taurus. And then 8, again, that's Capricorn. And the Wands, of course, are fire. But I'm seeing money here. Yes, you're going to get the promotion. Yes, you're going to get the job. Yes, you're going to be financially healthy. You're going to have plenty of money. You're going to have abundance. But regardless of what your question is about, it could be about romance, sex, a relationship, a person, their interest in you. Regardless, I am getting a yes for one. So just for fun, a possible astro combo for those who chose one, you could have Sun in Taurus, Libra rising, Moon in Capricorn. Of course, that's just one possibility of many. But that's what I see. That's what I have. I hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. And if you chose 2, the second crystal, here is your reading. Is it a yes? Or is it a no for 2? Yes or no? Another ace to start off. I got an ace as the first card in pile 1. Ace of spades, ace of swords. Queen of hearts. Queen of Cups, 7 of Hearts, 7 of Cups, 6 of Hearts, 6 of Cups, another 6, 6 of Clubs, 6 of Wands, and a 4, 4 of Spades, 4 of Swords. It's a yes. Like I was saying in pile 1, I'm recording and uploading this video on Thursday, which is ruled or sponsored by Jupiter, but I'll be publishing this video on Friday, which is sponsored by Venus. 2 6s, 6 is the number of Venus in the system that I use, which is detailed in Linda Goodman's star signs. So we've got Venus, 7 is Pisces, 4 is Aquarius. We start with air. We end with air. We have 3 water cards, 3 cup cards. It's a yes. You know what you want. You have crystal clear clarity on what you want to manifest. I feel like if you chose to, this is related to romance, sex. This is about another person, probably, but it could be about anything. Regardless, whatever your question is about, I'm seeing a yes for 2. You are manifesting whatever it is you want. A job, a relationship. You're healthy, you're taking care of yourself, your energy is really good, your energy is really strong right now. Just for fun, if you chose to, you could have Sun in Cancer, Mercury in Gemini, Libra rising, Moon in Aquarius, one possibility of many, but it is a yes for 2. Hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. If you chose crystal number 3, here is your reading. Is it a yes or a no for 3? Is it a yes or a no for 3? Jack of Diamonds, Knight of Pentacles, King of Diamonds, King of Pentacles, 3 of Spades, 3 of Swords, 10 of Spades, 10 of Swords, 8 of Diamonds, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Hearts, 3 of Cups. Okay, it's a yes. It's like I was saying for pile 1. I know the traditional way to read playing cards for yes or no is mostly red equals yes, mostly black equals no. That's not how I do my yes or no readings. I'm looking at different things. I'm looking at numerology, astrology. So I'm not just saying, okay, it's mostly red, so it's a yes, or mostly black, it's a no. But I'm seeing a yes for 3. We have the 2 signifiers from the same suit, the same element. 2 earth signifiers is the first 2 cards. That's really strong. This first quadrant, we have dominant earth, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. 8 is Capricorn. Okay. Yes, in most contexts, 10 of Swords is a negative card. But 10 is the number of Leo. I'm reading that as positive. A 10 and an 8. I'm seeing positive. I'm seeing strong positive energy in this first quadrant. And the 3s, yes, 3 of Swords is usually negative in most contexts, but I'm seeing 2 3s, 3 Sagittarius, the luckiest number, and 6 Venus. I am publishing this video on Friday, which is ruled or sponsored, as I like to say, by Venus. Okay. So this could be a positive ending. A negative cycle is ending. You're starting a new job that is more aligned with your frequency. You're starting a new job that you're going to really enjoy and grow with because you're doing what you want to do. It's not just about money. You're living your North Node. You're living your purpose. It could be the ending of a really toxic relationship and you're clearing space for something more optimal, healthy, gratifying. So it could be about a relationship. It could be about a job. But it doesn't matter what your question is about. It could be about anything. I am seeing a yes for 3. Just for fun, if you chose 3, you could have an Earth dominant chart. You could have Sun in Capricorn, Virgo rising, Moon in Leo. Of course, that is one possibility of many. But yes for 3. Hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching. I am always available for private readings. All the info's in the box. Excuse me. Thanks for watching. Peace out. If you chose 4, here is your reading. Is it a yes or a no for 4? Yes or no for 4? Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups, 2 of Clubs, 2 of Wands, 10 of Diamonds, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Spades, 10 of Swords, Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Hearts, 3 of Cups. This is a yes. Okay. It's like I said for a couple of the other piles. I know the textbook way to read the playing cards for yes or no is mostly black equals no, mostly red equals yes. That's not how I read. I'm not really paying attention to the red or the black. I'm looking at the numerology, the astrology, how the cards flow. I'm seeing a yes here. Yes, 10 of Swords is usually negative. 2 of Wands is one of the more neutral cards. It's not really positive or negative. But I'm seeing a positive because we have the 2 signifiers, the Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups, the Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Pentacles. 2 10s. 10's the number of Leo. That's positive. Thrown off a little bit because there's not really much of a pattern here with the 2 of Clubs, 2 of Wands, 3 of Hearts, 3 of Cups. But it's so strong to have the 2 10s and the 2 signifiers that I'm going to go with the yes. So there could be something that you have a lot of doubt about. You're lacking confidence. It could be about a job. You're not sure if you should stay where you currently are, or if you should apply for a new job, or you're not sure about a promotion. There could be some financial question. If it's about a relationship, You could sense ambivalence from the other person. So I'm seeing doubt, I'm seeing uncertainty. This could be a case of self-sabotage. You need to just flip a switch and just be assertive, be firm, stand in your power, be confident. But I am seeing a yes, regardless, whatever your question is regarding. If you chose 4, you could have Sun in Pisces, Leo rising, Moon in Aquarius. That's just one possibility of many. But if you're experiencing doubt, uncertainty, a lack of confidence, I would suggest that you meditate. I would suggest that you listen to subliminals, maybe do some affirmations. Get centered, find your stability, find your peace, find your strength, find your confidence. That's my prescription for 4. Hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. If you chose 5, here is your reading. These readings go by super quick. I may get to 20 minutes, but not much more than 20 minutes. I don't use the dice or the Scrabble tiles, and I'm just using the one deck for a quick, concise answer. Is it yes or no for 5? Is it yes or no? We start with an 8 of hearts, 8 of cups, 10 of clubs, 10 of wands, Jack of clubs, Knight of wands, 9 of diamonds, 9 of pentacles, 7 of hearts, 7 of cups, and 6 of clubs, 6 of wands. I'm going to go with no for 5. This is actually the first no that I've gotten in this reading. Yeah, I'm going with no because this is just so scattered. No pattern is really jumping out. I mean, we do have more wands than anything. And it's even. We have 3 blacks, 3 reds. It's like I was saying for some other piles, I was saying, I do realize the textbook, traditional, usual way to do the reading cards, to read the playing cards for a yes or no question is, if it's mostly black, it's a no. If it's mostly red, it's a yes. That's too simplistic. I'm thinking on different levels here. I'm looking at numerology, astrology. I'm looking at how the cards interact, the flow of the cards. I'm looking for patterns. And this is just so mixed. I'm going to go with no. And starting with the 8 of hearts, 8 of cups. Yeah, I'm seeing a no. That's just an awkward juxtaposition there, having the 8 of cups over the 9 of pentacles. I'm seeing conflict. If it's about a relationship, it looks like a big mess. It looks like if it's about a relationship, if it's about a person, I see 2 people who are on different pages. You want different things. You're not on the same page. You don't want the same thing. You don't have the same values. If it's about a person or a relationship, it looks like you're committed, you're feeling it, you want something consistent, something romantic. And the other person is running hot and cold. They're showing ambivalence. They're just showing up for the instant gratification. They could just be showing up for the sex, the lust, and you want something more substantial than that. If it's about a job, you could be dealing with really toxic co-workers. You could be having conflict with a boss. But whatever your question is about, I'm getting a no. Okay, 7 of Hearts, 7 of Cups. That can be very muddled energy. 7 is Pisces. It can be projection. You're in the fog. You're lacking clarity. And 10 of Clubs, 10 of Wands, although yes, the Wands are fire, this card is associated with Saturn and Capricorn. So it could be you're working really hard. You're trying to understand someone, or you're trying to figure out a situation and the comprehension is just eluding you. I just see a lot of frustration and I see a lack of understanding. But it doesn't matter what your question is about. I am getting a no for 5. If you chose 5, you could have Sun in Scorpio, Leo rising, Moon in Pisces. That's just one possibility. That's what I see. That's what I have. I hope that helps. I'm always available for private readings. All the info is in every box. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. If you chose 6, here is your reading. Is it a yes or a no for 6? These readings go by super quick. There's no dice, no Scrabble tiles, just the one deck for a clear, concise reading. Yes or no for 6? Eight of Spades, 8 of Swords, King of Spades, King of Swords, Jack of Spades, Knight of Swords, all air on top. That's interesting. 9 of Diamonds, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Hearts, 2 of Cups, 4 of Diamonds, 4 of Pentacles. Okay, this is a yes. Wow. 6 different piles, and I only got 1 no. It was all yeses and just 1 no. That never happens. Yeah, it's a yes. It's like I keep saying, I know the traditional way to read yes or no using playing cards is mostly black. That's a no. Mostly red. That's a yes. That's too simplistic. I'm looking at different things. I'm looking at numerology. I'm looking at astrology. I'm looking at how the cards flow, the position of the cards, and all of that. That's strong to have the 2 signifiers from the same suit, the same element, the 2 air signifiers, the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. That's strong. It's strong to start with an 8, Capricorn, and end with a 4, Aquarius. 2 of Hearts, 2 of Cups. It's one of the most positive cards in the deck. And I'm seeing an axis. I'm seeing the Capricorn, Cancer axis because 2 is Cancer. And then 9. 9 is positive. That's Mars, Aries. Not the strongest first row, 8 of Swords over 9 of Pentacles, but putting it all together and having the 2 of Cups sandwiched between the 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. I'm just seeing a yes, whatever your question is about. If this is about a person or a relationship, I do see you being on the same page. I do see you wanting the same thing. I am seeing mutuality, reciprocity. If it's about a job, this is a really good fit for you. Okay? If this is about money, abundance, I see money coming in. I see you succeeding. But whatever your question is regarding, I am seeing a yes for 6. If you chose 6, You could have Sun in Aquarius, Mercury in Capricorn, Taurus, rising, Moon in Cancer. One possibility of many, but yes, for 6. And that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and hyping. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.